Radio Jingalo, restoring everything in Christ with love and truth. Good afternoon. With the main news, I'm Patrick Mpita. Works of charity by the Franciscan Missionary Sisters of Assisi in Zambia held. Radio Jingalo, a mouthpiece to the voiceless. Prudent use of funds encouraged. And now the main news in detail. Catholic Diocese of Ndola Bishop Benjamin Piri has celebrated Mass to mark the 60th anniversary of the Franciscan Missionary Sisters of Assisi in Zambia. The Mass celebrated at St. Teresa Mission in Ivenga, Pongwe was attended by priests, religious sisters, and the faithful. In his homily, Bishop Piri praised the works of charity by the Franciscan Missionary Sisters of Assisi in Zambia. The bishop also asked the religious to persevere in their vocation.
Because even as we struggle in our religious life, God is blessing many people because of us. Many people receive some.
And the faithful, interviewed by community journalist Nelson Matelia, said they were happy with various charitable works undertaken by the Franciscan Missionary Sisters of Assisi in Zambia.
Pakwisa kwa ma Franciscani mu Zambia kwena na wawombe emirimu yingi sana mu Zambia amyaka yonse 60 years baishire twati tumone mirimo babomba mu Zambia bali swift patala basunga abana banshiwa n'amasukuru kwena n'abakole chiti
waituletasha ama sisters okho balebomba ama Franciscans abakwabasizi tuleba totera balalolesha pabalanda abapina paba mukamfwirwa namonse mu malwelo babaloleshamu lero balalosha pafintu shapusana mwefu mumuleba pala bali afu abantu abengira nefo bene fo balelanda pano bali twafo mukire shapusana
kwatulefo kutashako ma sisters of Franciscan Mission Sisters of Assisi.
Now, the construction of the cathedral in the Monze Catholic Diocese is set to start on 21st December 2020. Monze Catholic Diocese Bishop Moses Hamongole disclosed the development after signing a memorandum of understanding with the contractor 3RT Investments. And Bishop Amongole has described the signing of the MOU of the building of the Monze Diocese Cathedral that will seat more than 1,000 people as an important milestone of the dream that started in 2015. He also disclosed that the initial cost of the construction of the cathedral would be 800,000 United States dollars, with further 200,000 United States dollars for furnishing. The Monze Diocese Bishop has since thanked all that the Monze Diocese Bishop has since thanked all that contributed money and in kind towards cathedral construction, and further appealed to those that are yet to honor the pledge to do so. Meanwhile, 3RT Investments Managing Director Park Young pledged to do a good job. Foreign Affairs Minister Joseph Malanji has hailed Radio Chengala for its continued resolve to be a voice of the voiceless in society. Mr. Malanji, who is also a Kwacha Member of Parliament, said despite the radio station being located in his constituency, it has continued to cover other areas without limitations. The minister said this when he graced Radio Chengalo's fundraising event dubbed Madala's Night, held at Kitwe's Mobile Hotel last evening. Mr. Malanji was represented by Kitwe District Commissioner Chileshe Bobupe.
It's a very good initiative as it gives you, Radio Chengalo, an opportunity to interact with your clients who are important in this business, which is yours of broadcasting. Ladies and gentlemen, Radio Chengalo is within my constituency, and have personally benefited from your programs and news coverage, which is offered by your station. May I also mention that the station does not only benefit people in my constituency, but also extends its coverage to the government as a whole. We cherish the relationship we have with you as you continue to evangelize, educate, inform, and entertain the masses. It is for this reason that I want to encourage you to continue upholding.
And Radio Chengala Board Chairman John Chongo said the radio station will continue to give a platform to the vulnerable in society so that their voices are heard. Mr. Chongo explained that the radio station is currently refurbishing the radio studios and other offices so that it continues to capture a wide range of listenership through quality broadcasting. He said this in a speech read on his behalf by board member Fidelis Chanda.
The radio station has managed to go digital. We're now transmitting our waves by ST links. This has boosted our listenership. We are also refurbishing the recording studios, and some offices are undergoing facelift, especially the newsroom. Before the close of the first quarter of 2021, the standby and all air studios will be commissioned. The station has remained in partial management.
And Radio Chengala Chief Executive Officer Father Benedict Ngandoi said the occasion was important to reflect back on the operations of the station for the past 24 years.
It's a very happy occasion. Now that you are here, I want you to be very, very happy and relaxed. You enjoy this day, because this day is for the Radio Chengelo to remember what we have passed through in the last 24 years. There are a lot of activities that we've done, but this one is dedicated to all of you, Mandela's night. So we dance the way our bodies allow us to remember down memory lane.
The United Party for National Development, UPND in Ndola, was threatening to stage protests if the Electoral Commission of Zambia, ECZ, does not extend the voter registration exercise that ends today. Meanwhile, the Electoral Commission of Zambia, ECZ, has extended voter registration period, which comes to an end today. The exercise will resume next week on Wednesday, as the extension period will be announced on Tuesday. UPND Ndola District Chairperson Joseph Perry said during a media briefing in Ndola this morning, Mr. Perry said several eligible citizens are yet to register because of the slow pace at the centers. And Mr. Perry has advised police to be impartial and professional when enforcing the Public Order Act. Moving on, Pope Francis has urged Catholic charities to continue supporting embattled Christian minorities in Syria and Iraq. He made the comment in a video message to participants in an online meeting sponsored by the Vatican Dicastery for Promoting Integral Human Development. According to the Catholic News Agency, the Vatican announced on Monday that the Pope intends to visit Iraq on March 5th to 8th, 2021. The 4-day trip is expected to include stops in Baghdad, Erbil, and Mosul. Now, musicians are being advised to produce songs which promote peace ahead of next year's general elections. Renowned musician Angela Nyirenda reiterated that musicians can play an important role to maintain peace in the country through their music. She spoke to Radio Chengalo News yesterday.
Love and unity, then everybody will enjoy themselves even after the elections. We just have to campaign about peaceful elections and all. Because if we start fighting, we don't want to attract other negative things happening to Zambia. No, we are not like that. So we have to be united, and then we have to be careful of what we, as leaders.
Let's move to business. Business consultant Kelvin Chisanga is calling for the prudent use of funds from gold mining in Zambia. Gold purchase agreement has been made by the Central Bank, the Bank of Zambia, and ZCCMIH together with the Ministry of Finance through the establishment of Zambian Gold Company Limited. Mr. Sanga said gold mining has the potential to help revive the local economy. The social economy expert said he was so far impressed with developments that have taken place in Zambia regarding gold mining. Mr. Tsanga was speaking to Radio Changala News by phone. Let's move to sports. Zambia under-20 players have bemoaned the team's elimination from the COSAFA Cup in South Africa. Zambia's 2021 Africa Cup under-20 dreams ended yesterday after losing 5-4 on post-match penalties to Mozambique in the COSAFA Cup semi-finals after a goalless draw. In a post-match interview, defender Matthews Chavala said it is unfortunate that Zambia is out of the Junior COSAFA Cup. Chavala told journalists that Zambia created good chances against Mozambique, but were unlucky not to score. This news broadcast comes to you in the community service of Radio Changalo with compliments of Mos Melling and Zambia Catholic University. And now the international news as monitored from the BBC. The head of the UN Refugee Agency says he is deeply alarmed by reports of Eritrean refugees in the Ethiopian region of Tigray being killed, abducted, and forcibly returned to Eritrea. Filippo Grandi said if such acts were confirmed, it would be a major breach of international law. Mr. Grandi said the UN needed unrestricted access to 4 refugee camps in Tigray. The UN has said the forced return of Eritrean refugees to those camps was also incompletely unacceptable. The US Supreme Court has rejected an unprecedented attempt to throw out election results in 4 battleground states that were backed by President Donald Trump. The lawsuit filed this week by the state of Texas sought to invalidate results in Georgia, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. President-elect Joe Biden won all 4. The lawsuit was supported by 18 state attorneys general and 106 Republican members of Congress. And finally, on our main news, archaeologists have excavated more sections of an extraordinary Azekta Tower of human skulls under the center of Mexico City. Mexico's National Institute of Anthropology and History said a further 119 skulls had been uncovered. The tower was discovered in 2015 during the restoration of a building in the Mexican capital. It is believed to be part of the skull wreck from the temple of Aztec, god of the sun, war, and human sacrifice. We now end Radio Chingalo Main News by taking another look at our headlines. Works of charity by Franciscan Missionary Sisters of Assisi in Zambia held Radio Chingalo a mouthpiece to the voiceless. Prudent use of funds encouraged. For these and more stories, you can visit our Facebook page. Log on to Facebook and like the Radio Chingalo page and link to radiochingalo.radio12345.com. You can also still listen to the rebroadcast of the news on our YouTube channel. Also listen to us on Radio Garden. Remember to play your part in the fight against coronavirus pandemic by adhering to the safety guidelines as outlined by the Ministry of Health and the World Health Organization. Wear a mask when in public, avoid large groups, and maintain social distance. Avoid unnecessary movements. Wash your hands frequently for at least 20 seconds. This has been Patrick Mpeta with the main news. Thank you very much for listening. Good afternoon.